Hey, it's Soul with, there's not a lot of news to report at all this week. So in a fit of irresponsibility, I'm gonna kind of rush and get to the good part. Gamescom 2016 is coming, and once again Blizzard's gonna show up. Last year they unveiled Legion. This year they're going to again promote Legion, and probably some other games too. If anything cool is announced, you can bet that I'll cover it over several seconds, maybe more. PvP stat templates were updated this week, but it was just a little one, with affliction logs getting nerfed a little bit. To the enjoyment of PvPers overall though, Blizzard has been looking into illicit activities during Season 3 PvP, and have been disqualifying the unworthy, affecting rewards as well as tournament qualifications, as in tournaments for money. Ouch. In a round of recent hotfixes, apart from scaring me into thinking paladins were going to lose the cavalier talent, mobs in low-level dungeons were given a small health boost. I don't know if this is part of the push to make leveling feel a little bit more challenging, or if this is just a balance change from the recent patch, but maybe we'll hear something soon on that front. In a bit of WoW Guy on WoW Guy drama, YouTuber Kakio, with a power level just shy of 30,000, unloaded a blistering piece on the WarcraftBible channel, which has a little over twice his power level, and about 100 times my own. Yeah, I know, I'm kind of dick measuring here. But anyway, Kakio is accusing the channel of plagiarism and outright content theft. And I'll save my opinion on this for a later video, or to avoid being part of the drama, not at all. But it's just hard to resist. For now though, I'll just respect the content of Kakio's video, and I'll link it in the description, and I guess here. Yeah, here. If you've heard of or are a fan of one of these guys, take a look. But if you're all about having a clean playing field where YouTube people can thrive fairly, also take a look. And just as I was finalizing the script for today's piece, Blizzard released a video showcasing the forging of the famed Doomhammer, or at least a remix of it. At 50 pounds, you bet they showed a montage of it crushing all manner of things. Alright, now with all the lesser stuff out of the way, let's go with the main story of the week, which is that August 9th happened. Pretty easy. After many moons over Tanaan Jungle, we return with rings and things, and at last we get a few dribbles of content before Legion, but alas, no dance studio. This is a little bit of a spoiler, but you can expect some brief scenarios over the next 2 weeks that take us to Ulduar, and then Karazhan, and then that's it. On August 30th, both Legion and the new Hatsune Miku game are out, and unfortunately for you, you can expect at least one more failed attempt at humor from me before then. Demon Hunters are a cool little thing, but that's not really what I want to talk about. It's not news, that's a thing for you to try out and experience on your own, so get going. Pre-order the game or wait for the 30th and present order. I'm more on the whole Broken Shore event and the fire that's being spit out from players over like who screwed things up and why we're in this mess, and well, spoiler alert, this is still sort of a news video, so it kind of assumes that you want this week's news, okay, and, spoilers too, so yeah. So anyway, who screwed up, why are we in this mess, and if things were different, would Varian and Vol'jin have died if Sylvanas didn't sound the retreat? I don't know. Those are some of the questions being asked, but I'm not here to bash on the argument itself. That's more like a celebration, like it's a monument to what Warcraft is. Two groups of people that mostly don't like each other. Yin versus Yang, red versus blue, adults versus children. That's good, it's healthy. I'm not going to make a direct stance, but for fun I'm going to point out a few things that I noticed during the most critical moments. On the Horde side, I'm finding the leadership to not be all that bright. Vol'jin, Bane, and Thrall aren't just at the front, but they're separated from each other. Notice how Sylvanas at her range looks from right to left. If we saw them as WoW players, Vol'jin gets what he deserves for being totally by himself, with Thrall and Bane about to join him. Why? Yeah, she realizes way too late that, oh yeah, we should have brought a tank. Well, maybe they did, but it might have been killed after taking lasers from 3 freaking starships. On the Alliance side, Varian starts off with a pretty dubious statement. Victory is ours! And that's big talk from someone who doesn't have an unlimited super demon portal behind him, unlike someone else. I guess in the thick of it, Varian forgot that there's a wall of dreadlords and pitlords between him and Gul'dan, and he didn't have to take, well, freaking spaceship lasers. On top of that, where's Jaina in the cinematic? We don't see so much as a glimpse of the leader of the Kirin Tor, and she would have been pretty handy when it counted, like here. She could have at least teleported people onto the gunship here, or at least the king. And even then, she must have noticed this going on, and could have helped to do something about it, as opposed to, say, letting the king die. I could go as far as say that Jaina could have beaten the Legion by herself if she made use of the focusing iris and threw freaking tidal waves like she could have in the Tides of War book. But no, she wasn't around at all. But granted, a lot of the stuff wasn't included in the cinematics, like the Dreadlords. Oh, you know, Jaina or Thrall could have just bridged both armies together after Croesus. I mean, screw the high ground and stick together as a single army. Did you get that? Jaina and Thrall, they're the ones that, you know, make bridges? No. And that's this week's news. More like week news. Dude, I'm just full of jokes today. I better get out of here. So, like and sub for more content, and thank you all for the kind comments from Wednesday's upload, as well as all the other uploads. After seeing the drama around Warcraft Bible, I want to have some faith that I can get to that level, or even higher, without having to resort to illegalities or shady tactics. But after making literally less than 20 bucks off of this channel since November, I think I'll have to try a little bit harder, and your continued support will help that pay off. In the meantime, let's all have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. I'm Soul. Stay breezy, guys.